Howdy folks, I'm acerbic actinium, accurately aiming at acrid apples.
I'm Amber.
And here are more acrid apples for us to aim at, because apparently we have a way with making apples just terrible. And folks, Friday we have a live stream, so for more information, hang out until the end. Let's get started.
A live scream.
A live scream. Alright folks, and our first letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Going Through My Friend's Closet to Find My Wedding Dress? 2 years ago, my husband and I were doing some renovations to our house. I didn't want my wedding dress to get damaged or lost in the process, which, considering that we did lose a few things during the renovations, I was right to be concerned. My friend offered to keep it in her closet until our renovations were done. After we finished our renovations, I asked my friend for the dress back. She kept saying that she would get it back to me. I kept asking for it, and she kept making excuses. I found it weird. Now my sister is getting married, and she wanted to wear the dress. This was our mother's dress, and we had always agreed that we would each wear it. I told my friend that I needed it back. She claimed that she couldn't find it. I was perplexed, because how does it just get up and walk away? She apologized and offered to pay me the cost of the dress, which I turned down because it wasn't about money. The dress was sentimental, and I felt terrible that my sister wouldn't be able to wear it. My friend and her husband went away. I was there to water their plants and feed the dog. I decided to go and look for it myself. The closet was very cluttered. I eventually found the dress. I can totally believe that she missed it where it was, and she wasn't being malicious in the slightest. The box was tucked away behind a few larger ones containing seasonal clothes. I texted her saying I found the dress. Instead of being happy for me, she asked why I rummaged through her closet. I said that I just wanted to double check. She told me that I had no right to look through her things. I said that because of her clutter, my sister almost didn't get to wear the dress that she always dreamed of. My friend told me that I could have asked her to look through again, but I pointed out that it took her 2 years to even look for it in the first place. Am I the jerk? Alright folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
I mean, there's a little bit of difficulty here, but I'm going to say not the jerk. Sure, the friend has a right to privacy, but she also stole your dress, and I feel like it's such a minor thing to peek in her closet when you're already there and know that's where the dress would be logically.
I think that this is a justified jerk situation, to be quite honest. I wouldn't normally say or condone somebody looking through someone else's closet, and I can certainly understand why OP did this. And under normal circumstances, I would say that OP was in the wrong, that they shouldn't have gone through their friend's closet. However, like OP said, it's been 2 years and the dress has not materialized. And chances are, if OP had just asked them before going through the closet to begin with, the friend would have said, oh no, don't worry about it, I'll go find it myself later, or something like that, right?
Yeah, the friend very clearly had no interest in finding the dress, and so, either the friend is deeply apathetic and can't be bothered to do anything, or she wanted the dress for her own purposes for some reason.
Yeah, and what those purposes are, I have no idea, because who wants to take a wedding dress that you wouldn't ever be able to wear unless she took it for her own wedding? The fact that she offered to pay for it is also a little strange, because, certainly I understand wanting to reimburse someone, but if you don't have to, then why would you? It almost feels like she was keeping this dress on purpose. And again, OP, it took her how long to find this dress? A few minutes, as opposed to the friend who has been looking for 2 years. So the friend had to have either known that it was there or just didn't look at all, right?
Yeah. So I'd say the friend is a big jerk in this situation. Either they're so apathetic about their friendship and care so little about OP that they are willing to just leave this heirloom dress sitting around in their closet because they can't take 5 minutes to look for it. Or again, it's something more nefarious, and neither way paints them in a good light.
No. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. And Squinky75 says, I would have just taken it and never told her. Let her think that she lost her mind. And OP replies, I don't even think that she would have attempted to find it again. And Iloria says she knew exactly where it was and had no intention of returning it. I'm sorry. Thank goodness that you had a chance to look in her closet. And even better that you found it behind all the boxes that she used to hide it. I did add, here's why I think that. If I had my friend's mother's wedding gown, I would make sure to put it in a safe place. And it wouldn't take me 2 years to look for it. The moment I realized that I didn't know where it was, I would have torn my house apart. And if she couldn't find it, I'd probably call my friends in a panic-induced bawling meltdown. It's not like it was a t-shirt from Forever 21. Alright folks, and our next letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Not Paying for a Meal That I Didn't Eat? Last Sunday, I, a 25-year-old male, was supposed to have a party with my friends group and our partners. We would just be playing some games and have some drinks and get a family-sized Chinese takeout menu. This was all discussed beforehand. Part of this discussion was that I would be bringing my girlfriend of 2 months who has a peanut allergy. I brought up her peanut allergy multiple times because my friends play pranks on each other by putting nuts in each other's beers when they aren't looking, and I really didn't want that to happen to my girlfriend, even on accident, for obvious reasons. I'm absolutely disgusted by peanut butter to the point that it makes me gag. My friends thought that it would be a funny idea to get a Reese's peanut butter cup, put them on a nice plate, and say that they are filled with chocolate cream and watch me almost gag when I bit into one. I was quite angry because if my girlfriend ate hers before I ate mine, she would have gone into anaphylactic shock. I asked her if anyone had told her not to eat them or tried to stop her grabbing one, but that wasn't the case. She didn't feel safe there anymore, and I was mad because I made it very obvious that she has a peanut allergy, and we had already had a discussion about it in the past about tampering with food and drinks, putting vodka in my cola when I never drink, and I was the designated driver. I explained why we were leaving, and we said our goodbyes. They continued the party without us, and they ordered the Chinese takeout. The next day, I got a message saying that I had to pay for my share of the bill for the Chinese food. I refused because we didn't end up attending the party and eating the Chinese, and they ordered it after we left. My friends still insist that I pay for the Chinese because that's what we decided beforehand. I told them that they should have ordered less since they knew that we weren't eating Chinese because we left several hours before, and they just have to figure it out by themselves by either splitting the remaining amount evenly or having the person who pulled the prank pay it. They said that I'm a jerk and I'm taking revenge because I'm still angry, but I feel like it's just fair because they had 2+ hours to figure out an alternative or discuss the new bill, and it was their own fault for having us leave. Am I the jerk? All right, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
No, I don't think Opie's being a jerk, but I definitely think he needs some new friends. Like, they were so insistent on doing this prank that they didn't care if they put his girlfriend's life at risk. Like, these are not good people.
Mm-hmm.
They could watch her take a chocolate and not be like, oh, hey, don't do that. Like, I know they didn't want to spoil the prank, but like, people's lives are way more important than this ridiculous, terrible prank.
Yeah, I'm pretty concerned about their prank, especially with them giving the girlfriend any kind of warning at all. And like OP said, this could have been a hospitalizable situation. She could have gone to the hospital. She could have died. And there's a lot of things that could have gone wrong with this. And I don't think that this was a responsible thing for them to do. I also think that them spiking people's drinks is
Yeah.
in pretty poor taste.
Yeah, like they just seem all around like terrible people. And then again, like on top of that, they ordered the food after Opie had already left. Like, why should he pay for food that he wasn't there to enjoy and they knew he wouldn't be there to enjoy?
Yeah, it's not even like they brought him a plate of food afterwards or
Mm-hmm.
anything like that and said, oh, here's your portion of the food. We brought it to you as leftovers. No, they just ate the whole thing. And now
Yeah.
they're trying to expect OP to pay for it.
Like, they just seem like really terrible people. Opie, you should just cut them off. Like,
Yeah.
they are horrible people.
Yeah. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. All right, folks, our next letter is titled, Am I a Jerk for Telling My Daughter that she has to invite everyone in her class to her birthday party? My daughter is in 6th grade and she turns 12 next week. She is well liked and has many friends in her class. She's really excited about her birthday and she told me that she wants to have a cool birthday this year. In the past, most of her birthday parties have just been at our house with 10 to 15 people, some of her class friends, and also her cousins and grandparents. She's changed a whole lot this year, though, middle school and all. So, anyways, I asked if she wants her birthday party to be at the new laser tag place that opened nearby, and she was really happy. She's been planning the color scheme, theme, and decorations enthusiastically, and she's even made invitations online that she asked me to print out. I asked her if she wants me to print one for all of the girls in her class, and she said that she's inviting everyone except 2 girls. I asked why, and she says that she doesn't like those girls. She said that no one really likes them. This bothered me, so I pressured her, asking if they've ever been unkind to her. She said no, but they have no fashion sense and they're generally boring. I didn't like what she was saying, so I said that she has to invite them too, if she's inviting literally every other girl in the class. She got upset and said that I was being unfair because it's her birthday and it's supposed to be for her. Thought that I would ask for a second opinion. Edit, I just want to add that I've met a few of my daughter's friends, and they are weirdly competitive and judgmental. I feel like my daughter has changed a lot since middle school began, and I don't know how much it is because that she's growing into a new phase of her life, and how much is because of the other people that she spends time with. So yes, it's valid not to like someone because you just don't have much in common, but I don't think that this is why her class doesn't like these kids. All right, folks, what do you think? Jerk or not the jerk?
Not the jerk. I mean, I think that there's only two options here. Either she has a small party with just a few friends, or she invites all the girls. I don't think it's fair to exclude two kids who are not bullies. They're just unfashionable and boring. Like,
Yeah,
it sends a very clear message. It's, a very mean girl behavior.
it does seem a little mean girl, and I think that this is a little bit of an unfortunate situation. I can understand if she doesn't have a lot in common, and I just hope that they aren't bullying these girls. And if it is just a matter of they don't bully them and they just exclude them from things, that's a slightly better thing, but it's still not terribly great, right? So I hope that this isn't one of those situations where the whole class is just a bunch of mean girls to these poor other kids, and that they just don't treat them with any respect or anything like that.
Well, it's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this is that they all, at a minimum, ignore the girls. And, like, it's, I mean, again, not everyone's going to get along with everyone else, but it's really hurtful to invite everyone but one or two people.
Yeah,
Like, at that level, it's very clear. It feels very targeted.
it does, and I think that's the biggest problem here. And the thing is that they might not even want to come if they don't feel like they're going to be in their element. And they might be saying, they might say to themselves, oh, this isn't really my kind of thing. Don't really like laser tag, right? So there's no guarantee that the girls will even show up.
Right. But this could also make their day or their year. I did not receive a lot of birthday party invites, but consistently there were these two girls who had a summer birthday who would invite all the girls in the class. And so I always get an invite, and like that was one of my highlights of my summer because that was one of the few birthday parties I went to.
Yeah. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. And Sheba Spot says, a word of caution. Middle schoolers being what they are, if the two girls come under a forced invitation to a laser tag place and are disliked by the rest of the class, you are setting them up to be possibly bullied and ganged up on. Your daughter won't keep it to herself that you are making her invite them. I can give no judgment, but would advise going back to the 10 to 15 closer friends rather than the class-wide invite if you are going to make her invite those two friends. And I think that's fair too, because you don't want to make the bullying situation even worse at school for them.
Well, and hopefully there would be parental supervision at this laser tag thing to make sure that didn't happen.
Well, I think what they mean is when they're back at school, right? So, because the actions here at laser tag are going to spill over into their daily school lives. And so if they're feeling that this could be one of those situations where it makes things worse. And it's hard. It's really hard, right?
And I mean, I think the key thing here too, I mean, I think a smaller party is a good idea, but also having some hard conversations with the daughter and asking her how she would feel if someone was having a birthday party and inviting everyone but her.
Yeah, and I think that might help to bring a new perspective onto things.
And I'm sure there are resources, I don't have any off the top of my head, but I'm sure there are resources online to help parents with children who might be in kind of bullying situations, how to talk to them and make them empathize with other people.
Yeah. Curvo Guy 2002 says, right, I just don't see how she thinks a forced invite is good. And Novel Fox says, when I was a kid, this exact scenario happened. There was a girl in my class, not sure what exactly the issue was with her. She was super nice and all, but just very rambunctious and often had to be managed by the teachers because she would just wander off. So it's my birthday and I'm taking invitations to school, and I told my mom previously that I wasn't inviting Angela. She made me invite her, so I did. Angela acted up at the party, nothing major, just being herself, and my mom was calming her down. I blurted out to everyone, "This is why I didn't want to invite you." I was 6 and I made sure everyone knew that Angela was a forced invite. Obviously, that was horrible of me, but forcing your kids into a situation will only backfire on you later. Find a better way to teach her kindness while respecting her choices. She can also maybe just give out the invitations outside of school, and then at least the girls won't directly be singled out in front of the whole class.
Though she shouldn't be rewarded for her mean girl behavior, though. I don't think that she should be able to dictate. Like, I think if they go to the smaller party, that's totally valid. But it's really important to not give the daughter free reign to just be a mean girl as she wishes.
Yeah. And Hootie Owl Scissors says, 6 is not the same as 11. An 11-year-old should be able to exercise some modicum of self-control and not humiliate a classmate. Inviting everyone except 2 little girls just seems cruel. I mean, I actually wanted to touch on that too, because 11 and 6 are certainly not the same.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here. Amber has a joke.
Reporter, did you enjoy the movie, Mr. Frankenstein? Frankenstein, yes, it kept me in stitches.
Oh, ha ha ha. Another Frankenstein joke. Ha ha.
I thought it was clever.
And I have Earl Grey. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Wednesday, Hump Day, Friday, Junior's Eve. Amber, we need some kind of moral advice and or guidance. Please, please, have it in the form of a food safety label.
Warning, this food could be tampered with because apparently OP's friends are all jerks. Eat at your own risk.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye!